How does scoring work on Sudoku.com? I want to dig into the mystery of how the scoring system and the weekly tournament works. In the last video, we talked about how a machine learning algorithm learned to read in an expert killer Sudoku grid. Some viewers were confused about what the machine learning was used for and had the wrong idea, and I just want to be clear that the machine learning algorithm is only used to read the starting numbers on the grid, which for expert killer Sudoku is the Kakuro sum in the dashed line. The machine learning algorithm has to read the numbers and read the dashed line, so it knows which cells to apply the sum. The machine learning algorithm has been solving so many puzzles that I notice some odd behavior and some mysteries I cannot quite figure out. The first mystery is the scoring. The score for completing a puzzle is usually around 30,000 points, but it seems like the same few scores keep coming up. Sometimes the score is 31,171, sometimes it's 31,016, sometimes it's 30,861, sometimes it's 30,765, and sometimes it's 28,997. But I don't seem to get any numbers in between those. It does not seem to matter how fast the puzzle is solved. The fastest solution I've done, it took about 30 seconds, and it got a score of 30,765. But that score is lower than some solutions which took up to 10 minutes. The second mystery is the tournament competition on Sudoku.com. Players are entered into a weekly tournament ranking based on their points. The competitors' names consist of an adjective coupled with some kind of an animal. I'm fairly certain that these colorful animals are fictitious players and not real people. The names seem to be chosen from a list of about 100 adjectives and 100 different animals. It seems like the scores of the animals is going up over the course of the week, but if you look at each individual animal, the score doesn't change. Instead, new animals with higher scores go higher on the list. So my conclusion is that maybe these animals are not really playing Sudoku and getting these scores. If you wait a bit, the scores increase very quickly to around 800,000 points. But then if you do not play for the rest of the week, the scores stay there and do not change. It seems like the other animals know whether or not you are playing. Let's try to best the other animals at the tournament. The enchanting buzzard is winning. How high a score do you think it will take to get to the top? If we do not even play the game, after a while the silly martin has a score of over 800,000 points. We can do better. If we bang out a few games with the computer solver, we can get a score in the millions. What score will be good enough to get to the number 1 position, and will it last? You would think a score of 2.7 million would be enough for first place. And it holds for a while, but I have to keep playing to fend off challengers. The victorious corn crake is flying in fast. I had to solve 2 more puzzles to get the score up to 2.76 million to just get ahead of that crake. The crake was just behind me, but it was enough to win the tournament for this week and win the medal.